Boy,
It's too early.
tis too early, but we get all the information.
I know, I know, I know.
All the info.
Well, welcome to first co-stream I'm ever gonna do.
Yeah, this
And
is also my first official co-stream as well, because like I've recorded the Bungie live streams and uploaded to my YouTube channel, but this is the first time I'll actually ever be live for it, which should be interesting in itself.
yeah, so we're just waiting for things to actually get started right now.
Uh huh.
I'll be chopping this up later into different portions, the co-stream and then the actual like gameplay stuff for the upcoming season,
Yep.
which we're gonna get all of the information hopefully for us this soon
Either
because they've
that
been very
or
tight-lipped about things.
either that or they will straight up not say anything about season 11 and then wait until we get right into it for us to discover everything.
Who knows? I
Either
don't.
way, either way, it's gonna be very exciting.
Mm-hmm. So, you got any thoughts about things so far?
Um, right now, I just honestly believe that it's gonna be like the reveal for season 12 in the fall. We're probably gonna see a little bit more of Europa. Maybe they might talk about like the premise of year 4, or they might actually just start off with the season 11 trailer. Like honestly, I'm ready for whatever Bungie has to throw at us. If I'm being honest.
Yeah, I'm expecting a bit more of the same for like actual like content stuff. So
Yeah.
there's gonna be like uh talk about like like a glimpse, I should say, at various exotics and like armor pieces and just an overview of the season, hopefully.
Yeah, because there's definitely gonna be a vidoc for sure.
Yeah, like that's almost a guarantee at this point.
Yeah, it's what they do after all.
Yeah.
So I mean,
So yeah, we got like what 15 or actually more like 12 minutes.
yeah, 12 minutes. Just, I mean, the reason why we're live like this early is because like it gives time. This gives people time to like hop in here if they can't exactly uh be there for the stream itself.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, oh, I'm not a morning person. Getting
Honestly,
up
neither am
early has
I.
never been a strong suit of mine.
Yeah,
Having ADHD myself, caffeine never worked on me. So yeah, getting up in the morning is pretty hard.
exactly. Makes
I
things
think caffeine
pretty
actually
difficult.
is a detriment to me.
Yeah,
Puts me to sleep. Really good for going to bed, though. I will say that much.
I would say so.
So, got anything else you want to talk about while we wait for this to go live?
Um, honestly, uh, let's talk about the fact that like they showed like the Bungie logo with like snow and everything.
Yeah, I did. I did see that. So
Yeah.
that probably means that they're going to be focusing on a very cold place.
Also, I'm gonna send you an image basically what we saw. I'm just gonna
Yeah?
straight up send it to you. I don't know if stream was able to catch it, but this is what we saw. You see the hint of red? Oh, oh,
Yeah.
oh, 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 oh.
Whoop! Something's happening. Yeah, definitely something.
Oh. 10-minute countdown.
10-minute count. Yes. I'm not okay.
I feel that.
Ugh.
I gotta turn you down a little bit, Bungie. Use a little too loud in my ear. Oh yeah, that's right. They go over the timeline. They just yeah. You turn down the video.
I figured out how to do it.
There you go.
Brain is slow. What can I say?
It's all good. No, but
Especially in the morning.
Did you see the image I sent you?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, that small hint of red though. Maybe Siva's gonna be.
Over the various expansions now. It looks like.
Yeah, they are. Maybe Siva's gonna be a part of year 4.
I feel like that's kind of over and done with, to be honest.
Well, possibly. It all depends on how they want to execute it.
True enough.
Because that could easily very much not be Siva since it's under the ice.
Perhaps it has something to do with what the Drifter found.
Maybe. That could very much be the case.
He found things someplace cold. Cold enough to kill.
That would definitely be Europa.
Yeah.
But what's so important there? Is there another crypt there?
Probably. A sepulcher of some kind, maybe?
Maybe. Because, I mean, they talk about the Deepstone Crypt, but, like, was that the only one?
Well, it's not just having to do with, like, humanity-based stuff. I'm also talking about darkness things.
That's true.
Other pyramids. Like, who's to say that the one on the moon is the only one?
That is true. There could be another pyramid just buried deep in other planets.
Yeah. Like Europa.
Right. Or planet likes. Planetoids.
Planetoids.
Yeah, there you go. This is actually getting me kind of excited. I need to, like, be a little careful because Bungie's really good at getting hype.
Yep. And I know how you do.
Yeah. Oh? You get a little extra.
It's certainly difficult to be away from all the folks that you work with.
Oh,
day to
there's,
day.
yeah.
It's kind of like a family.
This is a company that talks about its people first. It talks about values. It talks about really, really caring. That is true.
When you look at the number of things we were able to accomplish in a pretty short period of time, it's a testament to all the skills and passion at all levels of the company.
The first case of a new potentially deadly virus has been confirmed in the United States, and it's right in our own backyard.
Given the explosion of the COVID-19 virus in our state and globally, I will sign a statewide executive proclamation later today, temporarily shutting down restaurants, bars, entertainment, and recreational facilities.
Well, it really started for us back in February when we were starting to hear early stages about the global pandemic.
We went from, first time I'd ever heard the phrase social distancing before, to the entire studio working from home in a matter of a couple of weeks.
It was scary. It was kind of chaotic, a lot of uncertainty.
We had to rise to this challenge and go from a studio all working in person day to day to working distributed all over the Puget Sound region. We developed a 5-phase plan driven by 5 priorities, and the top priority for us was employee safety. So very quickly it was developing a plan so we could get our employees working remotely and also ensuring that the day-to-day experience of playing Destiny was available for all of our players.
Is there anything confusing or unclear so far?
No, so far everything has been very clear.
Something that's very particular about Destiny is that we do work on Bungie machines to make sure that we keep certain aspects of Destiny secure. And so in order to do that, we had to look at provisioning up to 400 laptops, which was a huge number for us.
We have artists, we have designers, we have writers, we have engineers, testers. There's so many different workflows that require specific technology.
It's done. background here, got a little microphone set up so that I can record some new stuff for Destiny.
IT was the one getting burdened the most. Everybody who was working from home had basically one avenue that they understood, which was put in a ticket. And our queues just blew out of control.
Normally, our ticket workload for a month is between 700 and 800 tickets. And in March, it was 1,400 tickets.
The IT team was incredible.
My God,
through this.
1,400
It was
tickets.
One of those moments where a team that's often behind the scenes suddenly came front and center.
Our guys, they're willing to stay all through the night, and not a complaint out of a single guy. I mean, it's the best team I've ever worked with, and I could not be prouder to stand by their sides.
You got it.
As we started to get in a position where we were operational day to day, we asked ourselves, well, what can we do locally?
The Bungie Foundation has been really busy, hard at work, and we wanted to make sure that our families, especially the most vulnerable families in our community, would be able to be taken care of in that time.
So we asked ourselves, well, what can we do for kids in the area? So we actually partnered with Boys and Girls Club in the area to help provide food for kids who were no longer going to school.
They are serving about 500 meals per day, and at this point, since the middle of March, that actually equates to about 30,000 meals that they provided for families in the Bellevue community.
Bungie Foundation, thank you. Thank you, Bungie Foundation.
It's incredible stuff.
People can say what they want about how they do Destiny, but Bungie and the Bungie community, like they're incredible people.
Who have been probably
like,
to be fair though,
in this pandemic with
all businesses do this kind of thing.
which are our frontline
That is true.
workers.
Yeah,
So
they
we spun
always
up
have to have a
month-long
PR
fundraiser,
relation.
and we set a goal
Well, of course, yeah.
$700,000 to be raised in
Public
that period of
relation,
time, and
yes,
we've
that's
already
what I
reached
Yes,
our
there you
goal,
go. That's the one.
which is really exciting.
Anyways, but no, it's just like this is
One thing
standard.
that's
This
really
is
become clear to me is how much
human.
we're all driven by
Yeah.
that mission of we create worlds that inspire friendship.
So
and I think it also says
they're
something about
doing
how much
their
everyone
job.
cares about each other here.
The fact that they are willing to put their
I
money
mean,
where
yeah.
their mouth is to support the quality of life of the individuals that work for the studio.
I think Bungie is amazing. I look at the situation that other people are in. People are getting laid off, can't pay their bills. Bungie's made this commitment to each one of us.
I want to say thank you to the entire studio because I had the great privilege to be part of this awesome team and this awesome company, and I can't say enough about that.
The thing that I've learned the most from this is doing the right thing and prioritizing people's health and well-being has a rippling effect. I think that we'll see that in the game, and I think we'll see that in the community for years to come.
Serve bunkers and towers. That's what we end on. And then Trials of Osiris. Good lord.
no, but like people always say like, oh yeah, they did a good job. People should recognize that and stuff like. Okay, should people be rewarded
See,
for doing the right thing?
they're labeling it as Season of Arrivals. It's confirmed.
Okay, cool.
I mean, it has the pyramid ship. Very cool.
Indeed it does.
And the design for that is very interesting.
Like a maze.
Yeah.
Also, I like the fact that they put a whole bunch of triangles first.
Right? Interesting.
That's not a standard array for that logo.
No, it's not.
I don't think.
And if you notice, the music is a bit more menacing as well.
Of course.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Calm down, bud. Calm down.
It's hard.
You know how it goes usually.
I know.
It's
No,
the music mostly, I think.
well, I'm a huge lover of the music, so.
They make good stuff, but
They-
remember, reserve judgment. Keep a level
Music
head
is
on
good.
ya.
Music is good. That's all I'm gonna say. Music is good. Music's always gonna
good.
be good. And the music can be good, and the game can suck. Or the update in this case could very much suck, but the music's still good.
Well, here we go.
Here we go.
Wait, what? Ah,
Oh, okay. for the last few seconds of this portion, I will say that if you do have the funds and you do want to show your support in this way, these are different organizations and places where you can like donate and everything to support the BLM movement. For those that have, and for those that willingly support people of color, thank you very much. It means a lot for us. And out of respect, we were quiet for the whole thing. And now back to our regularly scheduled programming.
All right.
Here we go.
You know, it's only until now that I realized that Bungie has so many different emblems.
Right? Oh, okay.
I'm Mark Norsworthy. I'm the Destiny 2 general manager.
I'm Luke Smith, and I'm the Destiny 2 game director.
Before we started the show today, we wanted to just acknowledge the circumstances and the unprecedented times we're in. This is not how we had planned this several months ago to talk about the future of Destiny 2 and reveal where we're headed with the team. You know, this show's not how we planned it. We're building the game, not how we planned it, from our living rooms and, you know, basements and with our kids and our dogs and all sorts of stuff on our laps while we're trying to make this game.
Yeah, there's like an inherent weirdness to this. Even the weirdness of, you know, this is the first time I've seen you in person in the last like probably 3 months, and I don't know if people know, but outside of the show that is work, like those are actually pretty close. Like we hang out, we talk all the time. Our significant others are buddies, like, and so. You know, it's super weird just to see you in person.
Yeah, not on a screen.
Yeah, not on this little like Zoom screen on an iPad or something. Like it's just totally bizarre.
Yeah.
This is not how we envisioned this, and certainly our hope was that it would be more than just us two talking about this stuff. And over the course of the summer, a bunch more folks from the team are gonna talk about what we're up to and what we're gonna be up to.
Let's get the show started.
Notice the difference or the distance between the two.
Right, exactly. Oh, snap.
Ooh.
They went in.
Ooh.
Holy.
Ah, it's different.
There he is.
Weird looking ship.
Very much so. There's the Marasov clip. I mean, not Marasov, Erismore. Oh my. Is that the Exo Stranger?
Don't know. Didn't see the gun well enough.
That's a cool little speeder. What is happening?
Looks so good. Exo.
Yeah, it's definitely Exo. Ooh. Oh my god, it is the Exo Stranger. Oh my. This cinematic is fire.
Alright, Fire Team Weirdo is a go.
Yup, Fire Team Weirdo. Holy crap. Well, that's a cool ghost. I don't think we've never seen her. That's a good question. Oh, yep, you called it.
I called it.
Beyond Light. September 22nd. Oh wow.
So, Luke, is it finally time to explain?
You know, listen, somebody said that we were done with the Stranger story, and as you get back into Destiny and you keep like looking around and finding stones to uncover, a character who says that she's not forged in light, and where the two of you meet, ground can break, becomes a pretty interesting tool to leverage here in Destiny 2 Beyond Light and going forward. You know, it is the beginning of a brand new era in Destiny 2. This fall, you're going to discover Europa, a brand new destination, and one of the first destinations we envisioned long ago when Destiny began. This is the birthplace of the Exo and the site of a newly active pyramid ship. As a player, you're going to face Aramis, a fallen warrior wielding a brand new power born from a very ancient darkness.
Like you, Aramis is a leader. But unlike you, she seeks revenge against the Traveler for scattering her people's once great houses to the cosmic winds.
It's up to you to confront Aramis and her growing empire on the frozen battlegrounds of Europa.
Whoa.
It's up to you to go beyond and discover long dormant secrets hidden beneath the surface in places lost to time, like
the Deepstone Crypt.
Yes, there you go.
That one I
Lord
there it
Corner.
is.
That one I heard of, yeah.
Doing it. There's a lot more to Europa than you might imagine. And here's your first look at gameplay from Destiny 2 Beyond Light.
Oh. Straight up.
Where I come from, the Darkness won. I have witnessed this firsthand. I refuse to let it happen again.
It's a Fallen expansion.
More than that, though.
It's time the truth presented itself
Oh yeah.
to you.
Oh, Vex?
Darkness resides within, beckoning you. This is a truth we cannot hide from. And so we must embrace it.
Whoa. The music, though.
The line between light and dark is so very thin.
You've heard that line before.
Let's cross it together.
Whoa, wait! Wait! Oh!
I will give these guardians the
Oh my
destruction
god! Was that?
Man, it's time to wield the darkness. Destiny 2 Beyond Light ships to all currently
About
supported
time.
platforms on
Yes!
this year. And it kicks off a new era in Destiny where players will discover the true nature of the light and the dark. Not just walking the thin line between, but wielding
God.
the darkness itself as a weapon with stasis.
And we did just get like a very brief look at that today. And, you know, obviously we're going to end up showing more throughout the course of the summer. And the other thing is Stasis, this new power, isn't just going to be guarding
Stasis.
abilities. It's a brand new damage type. So that means
Damage
it's only
type?
listed alongside
Yeah, that's what I
Solar,
thought.
Arc, and Void as the first new element we've introduced to the game since the original Destiny release way back in 2014.
This is a big deal. Like, it's a big deal to add this to the universe. Like, it changes everything.
And it's a lot of work.
New class.
Today, yeah, you got a glimpse.
Yeah,
of
new
this
class in
new
general.
power, and it's definitely the pursuit and acquisition and the player's ability to wield it. It's something that's gonna be woven in through the narrative of the game. Like the game is kind of a collision course between you and Aramis, and we're gonna show you a bunch more about Stasis later in the
House
year.
of Light.
Because
soon
though
to
we're
come
excited
then.
about what we're delivering this
Seems
fall,
that way.
we did say that Destiny 2 Beyond Light was the beginning of a new era.
What
Oh.
does that mean? Well, it means that we're thinking about Destiny beyond just any given year and thinking about it over time. And so we want to take a look into kind of the long future of Destiny. But when you want to look ahead, like we're about to do, it all starts back at the beginning.
God dang it.
We called it the Traveler, and its arrival changed us forever.
Eyes up, Guardian.
You must push
keep it
back
pink
the
switch.
darkness.
Yeah.
Guardians are fighting on Earth and beyond. Join them.
The good old days.
6 of us went down into the pit.
The real good old days.
In the end, they all bowed before me. We have slain his brood.
Oh.
We have murdered his son. And now the Taken King.
They're starting to tie
comes
everything
for
together
us
now.
all.
Oh, the music. Oh.
We thought we were indestructible.
Ah, yes. I want the hammer back. The axe, whatever.
Axe, yeah.
Merely forgotten the fear of death.
I forgot that the speaker dies. Completely forgot about that.
He was dead.
And your light is mine. Without the light, are we even guardians anymore?
And then we lost Cade.
We should have been there.
Any last words?
How's your sister?
I'm coming home. Ace.
So, this is to be a reckoning. 3 maybe.
I think that was funny. Shadowkeep.
How long has it sat in silence, watching us? It seems those responsible for our collapse are coming back.
We've been waiting. We are your
Salvation.
The line between light and dark is so very thin.
Oh, the pyramid thing.
Do you know which side you're on?
Oh? Oh!
A side should always be taken,
Alright, alright.
even if it's
Getting
the wrong
overviews for
side.
future stuff.
Oh my. Lightfall?
We are building Destiny's future.
Holy crap!
Hold on.
It starts with Beyond Light coming this fall.
It's going to continue with the next major expansion, The Witch Queen, and Lightfall is going to kind of drive this all to a moment. These 3 releases represent this new era in Destiny.
Is reveal
These
stream.
eras began really in 2014 with that era of light where, players entered Destiny for the
We'll
first
go over
time.
everything
They were
again
resurrected, they
after
went
the
to
reveal stream is
power,
over.
They learned about the things the children were scared of, and we exited that era when we became Guardians.
We are now coming out of an era of loss of our powers, one of our mentors, our innocence, and soon we will be entering an era of darkness. And if it's not clear, we are all in on Destiny 2.
Last year, we laid out a vision for the game that we wanted to build the definitive.
They basically
action
just
MMO.
confirmed no Destiny 3.
Place it in an awesome, evolving world that you can play anytime, anywhere with your friends. We are still completely committed to this ambitious vision, and we're going to continue reaching to deliver it in Destiny 2. And to be clear, listen, I'm sure over here in the Twitch chat, there's some mix of salt and space.
They know.
We haven't gotten everything right out of the gate. For example, we've already begun working on changes that we're going to make to our seasonal model in year 4 to get a bunch of the FOMO that's in the game right now out of it. And this is a response not only to your feedback, but just we took it in the wrong direction. You can lay that at me. we're also working on things like transmog, and that's going to be an experience that means armor is kind of always valuable to you because it can always represent a look for you to chase. And we've got a bunch of other improvements to the experience that we're working on. Things like the quest log's going to get like another awesome revision. We've got like small touches, like a oft requested one. And I think when we started Beyond Light, this was one that I made to Mike Zach.
Beyond Light.
Yeah, getting a dark title screen back in Destiny so that the light white heat of the title screen doesn't light up your entire apartment at 2 a.m.
Yes.
So there's small features, but then there's also some big features, and maybe one of the biggest.
Yeah, bro, you missed a lot so far. They hit us hard.
The most exciting things we're going to talk about is the game's going to run at 60 frames per second and
yes!
resolution on the new hardware.
Yes.
We're also really happy to say that whatever content you already own or will own in Destiny 2 will come with you to your next generation console of choice at no extra charge.
Cool.
On PlayStation, you'll be able to upgrade to PlayStation 5 for free. And on Xbox, we will support smart delivery also for free.
Cool.
In plain English, this means if you own Destiny 2 expansion content on those platforms now or in the future or by Beyond Light in September, you can keep playing on the same family consoles for free without buying the expansions again. We think that's going to be awesome.
Sick.
And you don't have to worry about busting up your friends list either because we're going to support intergenerational crossplay within each console platform ecosystem as well.
Intergenerational
If
crossplay.
your brother's playing on PS4 and your sister's playing on PS5, all three of you can play together. And we're going to do the same thing in the Xbox ecosystem.
Makes sense.
This year we're focused on intergenerational play. Hopefully next year we can finally do the thing and get them all playing together in the same ecosystem.
Oh my gosh.
So Shadowkeep was cool, and Shadowkeep brought back the moon and upgraded and enhanced it. And so
I have some thoughts about that actually. I'm not exactly too keen on.
And, you know,
well, we'll talk about it.
We're not doing that with this fall's destination, Europa. It's
okay.
a brand new place you've never been before. And both the Witch Queen and Lightfall are going to also include brand new, never before seen destinations.
I'm excited.
These expansions will stretch out across a timeline that's going to bring much anticipated enemies to the forefront and hopefully deliver some twists, turns, drama that we don't think anyone's going to see coming.
But to deliver these big content beats each and every year and keep building on top of our seasonal experiences while making technological leaps forward, we also need to make some big changes to the way we treat some of our older legacy content.
The stuff that maybe is getting a little long in the tooth that you're not really looking at and playing anymore. You're not.
Destiny 2 is a huge game. We have 9 destinations, 40 story missions, 54 adventures, 42 lost sectors, 17 strikes, 31 PvP maps, 7 raids, and hundreds of game systems that layer on top of that. I could go on, and I probably screwed up one of those numbers. The fact is, the game is too large to efficiently update and maintain. We're on track to be like 115 gigabytes on PlayStation alone, and our updates to the game are huge, and we're starting to reach the limits of our ability to patch.
We don't want to start over from scratch and build a sequel. And in order to make a sequel, we would have to stop supporting Destiny 2. Like, it would effectively go dark.
You know, we talked about a single evolving world, not multiple evolving worlds, but a single evolving world. And we don't want people to have to start over. We don't want to have that loss of continuity with our game systems and our communities and all the players together.
We don't want to put another number on the box. So instead, here's our plan. Each year, just as a new expansion comes out, we're going to cycle older, less actively played activity and destination content out of the live game and into what we're calling the Destiny Content Vault, the DCV. Moving content into this vault is going to allow us to add support for D2 for years, including Beyond Light, the Witch Queen, and Lightfall. This vault is also going to allow us to take content from Destiny 1, do some work on it, get it ready to come back into the Destiny 2 ecosystem. So we're not just going to be taking stuff away, we're also going to be going into
Crota's End
classic vault
and Kingsfall,
kind of some stuff
Wrath of the
back,
Machine. You get to experience Wrath of the Machine, maybe.
And destination content each year.
Thinking about the greatest hits of Destiny, right? Like, what are the new tracks we can lay down? What's something from the past that was like pretty cool that could be made even better if it existed today?
Oh my god.
And what does that look like?
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that there's a lot of awesome stuff that the team has built over the 6 years of
Kingsfall, bro.
Destiny 2 players. totally have missed out on. Like later this year, Destiny 1's Cosmodrome's coming back this fall as a selectable destination.
Oh.
Its 3 strikes are also going to come back during Season 12 and Season 13. And
Okay.
part of the awesome thing here is a bunch of players haven't played Sepix. Sepix was
Sepix.
a strike from the beta way back in
Sepix.
summer 2014. It is the oldest,
It's like the definitive like original strike that we felt like hit the right notes.
Yeah,
in Destiny 1, right?
I
we
agree.
left all that behind when we made Destiny 2, and we're saying like we don't want to do that again. Well, let's not do that again, but let's also reach into the past and like bring it into the present.
Hold on.
There's a lot of great content in our past.
Yeah.
Maybe this year we'll see a classic raid come back. I think it'd be pretty amazing this year to see.
Coming in year 4. Yes!
The players. Like I can imagine things like Champion Praetorians instead of just raid.
Champion Praetorians.
Kind of updating it slightly to the modern context. But still preserving that like classic feel.
This fall when the expansion comes
Fatebringer.
out, not only are we going to be bringing back Cosmodrome and adding Europa, but we're going to look at some of that content that's been in the game for a long time, that's been free, that isn't actively played, and that's when some of that is going to be vaulted.
Well, after the show, we're going to have a much more in-depth article that you can read on our plans for vaulting content on Bungie.net and why we're taking this unprecedented approach and what it means for the game this year and for the game going forward.
I'm okay with that, actually.
We're also going to be conducting a bunch of interviews to answer your big questions, and we will continue the conversation with coverage in our ongoing This Week at Bungie community conversations, as well as there will be a bunch of player support and DPS articles.
Well, I know what I'm going to be doing Thursday.
You know, we've placed a bunch of bets on the Destiny Cosmic board, whether it's the Traveler waking up, whether it's the Stranger dissolving after telling you, you know, there's so much more to explore out there. And so we're going to start to bring a bunch of these threads home. And here's a look at the beginning of those threads coming home to roost this summer in Season of Arrivals.
Oh, there we go.
The Almighty has been reduced to smoldering ash. And with allies like Rasputin, who can stop us?
Them.
From Titan to Mercury, their shadow reaches.
Is their message a warning? A trick? We can't know until we hear their words for ourselves.
Holy!
They're here.
You bring weapons.
Oh my!
You will not need them.
Oh, that's a new sword!
We offer only truth.
That was Dark Drinker.
That was Dark Drinker!
But something interferes. The witch sister of the Taken King.
Oh my god!
We are the final line.
Oh my god!
Prepare yourself, Guardian. This battle is not over.
Was that Boltcaster?
Now we're just missing Raze later.
So that's the Season of Arrivals, and
I'm
it starts
freaking shaking.
any minute now at 10 a.m. Pacific.
So today, we looked at a bunch of stuff. We talked about the Destiny content vault. We looked into the past to see kind of how we got to where we are today. We looked into the far future with the Witch Queen and
I need to relax.
Lightfall. And we also talked about Beyond Light, which is the beginning of a new era in Destiny 2. And if pre-ordering's kind of your thing, like the pre-orders are going to go live today. Like if you're interested, there's some sweet bonuses, and you know that's kind of the summary of the show.
If you're excited about the start of Beyond Light and where we're headed, well, the Season of Arrivals, it's kind of like a prelude. You know, it's really setting
Called
up
that
story,
too.
and so we encourage you to get in and play.
There's one more thing I totally forgot. So today at 5 p.m. Pacific, we're going to launch a brand new dungeon called Prophecy. Prophecy is a dungeon that involves the Nine, and that's kind of like all I'm going to say about it. Because
Oh my
there's
god,
a little bit of business,
dude!
to get to with it, and then
5 p.m. today.
We'll wrap. But it's got a brand new set of armor for you to chase. It's got some classic armor for you to chase. It's going to be at a really high power level, which means it's like a solid day's work plus a little bit of skill to summit that mountain.
It's free for all players.
It's free for all players. And we're going to show you a trailer in just a second. If you don't want to see anything from the dungeon, just click the little red X or like get up and go make an omelet and then come back.
I'm watching this.
And you can
I'm watching this.
You can play Season of Arrivals in Destiny 2. And I think that's the business side, right? We're like there. We've handled everything.
I think it's the time to say thank you all for tuning in and giving us your time today, and just for playing Destiny and being part of this amazing community.
It has and it will continue to be a journey. On behalf of everyone at Bungie, please, please, please stay safe out there, and we'll see you soon.
Oh, we're using the Drifter's derelict.
It had to do with a 9.
Oh my god. Oh, we get the Shards of the 9 weapons and armor.
Not very retro.
Oh. Oh. Wow.
The physics, actually.
Yeah. Notice how they say in the prophecy dungeon, not for Eververse. September 22nd, Beyond Light. And then year 2021 we get Hive Queen, and year 2022 we get Lightfall. Yes, the armor does look sick for the new dungeon. That's coming out at 5 p.m. today. It's gonna be high level. Oh, where do we start?
So is there more, or is this it?
I think this is it. I wonder if the patch notes are up. The patch notes are not up yet.
So I'm gonna keep it on this screen, but I'm lowering volume on it.
Yeah, same here.
Okay, so
where do
you
we
want to
start?
start? Where do you want to start?
That's what I'm saying.
I got a lot to say too.
I don't know where to start. Holy.
First of all, let's clap them on the back to keep a lid on the whole, darkness stuff.
They did really well for that.
Yeah, we've been asking about this since we've heard rumors about Destiny 2, honestly. Because the whole trailer was, welcome to a world without light. So we're like, oh, we got darkness powers. And they probably did a head turn, wait, what?
So why would you guys do that? You know how we feel about that.
Whoa, this is new, what?
Right.
Oh yeah, it's ending.
Okay. Yeah, thanks for watching. I'm just waiting for the patch notes to come up, essentially.
I just exited out of bed, got to my screen of plugs.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so
I guess we can start getting into Destiny too.
Actually,
yeah, it's called so first, just to get things out of the way, it's address the elephants in the room. Season 11 is called Season of the Arrivals. It introduces new armor, new weapons, new exotics. It's coming out with a new dungeon that revolves around the 9, which is where Xur is from, by the way, just to clarify. And the emissary. And the emissary. There is. Well, firstly, this season costs $10 for just to put that out there. I don't know why I can't.
Yeah, I'm at the Shadowkeep title screen.
Yeah, I'm just logging in. So forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, they have a new public event thing. Yeah, although that's not the premise, like last season, they have a new public event thing where pyramid ships like actually come in on certain places and like you have to fight the Taken.
I
And
don't know if you noticed, but almost all of the planets that weren't Earth were featured.
yeah, all of the planets have one pyramid ship on them, at least one. Every single planet. We don't know if that'll be stretched out throughout like the different seasons within. Oh no, wait, this is the last season for year 3, so this is like the whole thing. And
I'm currently in game.
yeah, I'm loading in now.
Anyways, go on.
I think the game goes down at like 9:45 or something. And then the new patch is at 10. But yeah. So that's what's happening. That's all we know. Basically what they showed is all we know for season 11. We'll know more very soon. What you're seeing now is not new. This is still old content. I'm just sitting in orbit until it kicks us out, essentially. I just want like a background and stuff like that. But anyway, so now we talk about year 4. Year 4 and beyond is, well, first Destiny 2.
Hold on, I don't think we're quite done with this next coming thing, because there's the dungeon that's coming out in a few hours.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's
And I like how we won't be able to tackle it right away, because Luke Smith specifically said it is highlight, so it will be a full day's work plus a little bit of player skill.
Yeah.
And
so yeah, they're whatever it is, whatever they did with it, because it looked like they were playing around with like physics and various other things. It's gonna be challenging in a way that's, well, kind of similar to other dungeons. But also it's very distinctly of the 9.
Yeah.
So that means it's gonna be weird.
well, right. To be fair, every season that's been a part of year 3 has been $10. So, you know.
Yeah, they do it in like years segments and then seasons within the years segments.
I'm definitely gonna tell Ari, buy this season like now.
Hold on, hold the horses. We need to figure out what the season actually is. So we need to play
True. Although it does look,
your enthusiasm ahead of you.
Yeah, it does look very good.
So far,
it looks good.
Really good at hyping us.
Yes, that's all I'm gonna say.
That's why
it very much looks good.
Glamour and like your words and stuff can be put out as much as possible. But what I need is substance, actual like results.
And we're gonna get that in a few minutes.
The expression is, words are cheap.
Talk is cheap.
Talk is cheap. So, let's see how it actually is. Now, moving on to year 4.
And the coming years.
It
seems like they have Destiny 2 planned out for like 3 more years, it seems.
Yeah, which is an interesting maneuver where
we don't know yet.
Actually revealed all that stuff, or at least teased all of that stuff.
I'm
not sure if they've done that before.
They haven't.
Tell their plans like years in advance.
They have not.
All right, so this is a new move for them.
Yep.
What I did notice is that they're reusing a lot of Destiny 1 stuff. They're reskinning a lot of things, or updating them.
Right.
But they are removing some of the older content within Destiny 2 into the vault. So yeah, that's actually a move they've already done when it comes to, I believe, heroic story missions.
Right.
Where they're on like a rotation, where they can come and go, and there's like 3 available per day.
But now it seems it's gonna be like seasonal, or yearly.
Yeah, exactly. So that means the Leviathan raid was probably going to be in all its forms.
Yeah.
Put into the vault.
Probably, yeah.
Other stuff put to the forefront.
That means the new starting rate is probably going to be. Oh, thank you for the host. That means the new starting raid is probably gonna be Scourge of the Past, since it's the easiest of
Most
legacy
likely.
content. Like if they do remove Leviathan in all of its glory, then Scourge of the Past will be the starting raid for people.
Mm-hmm. It's a good solid raid.
That's true.
Can be done in a reasonable amount of time even for newcomers.
Yeah, it's kind of like how Crota End was like the starting raid for a lot of people.
Exactly.
Thank you for the bits.
So,
So
but yes, they are reusing a bunch of stuff, but updating it at the same time to make it more appropriate for all the new stuff that was put in.
Exactly. Like they're not direct reskins. It's like, sure, there's gonna be reskins, but like, it seems like they're doing it the right way this time.
It's the remastered version.
Exactly. Yeah. It feels like they're trying to do it the right way this time instead of like, you know, just giving us the direct, you know, here's the armor, here's the weapons, go nuts.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, okay, we're gonna give you this like Vault of Glass, but we're gonna add twists to it, and probably updates to the armor, updates to the weapons, maybe new weapons, maybe new
like
armor.
champion Praetorians.
Exactly. Which,
as I recall, the Praetorians with the Minotaurs.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's gonna be challenging.
It's definitely gonna be challenging.
I remember just shooting point blank with an entire clip of shotgun shells into those things, and no effect.
And there we go. We got kicked out. Yeah. And just to preface, we are talking about specifically year 4. I'll just leave it like this. Well, actually, no. We should probably exit the desktop because like we have to download a patch.
Indeed.
So I'm just gonna have it on the Twitch Steam screen. I'm gonna full screen it. But yeah. Just to preface, we are talking about year 4. This is the fall and onwards that we're talking about right now.
Yeah, we're talking about fall and year 2021 and
2022. Yeah, 2022 is light fall.
Alright.
Okay. So for those that missed it, we're going to specifically talk briefly about the things that they mentioned and for that's coming for year 4 and year 5 and year 6. So, year 4 is going to be called Beyond Light. For those that play Destiny 1, the Exo Stranger is making an appearance once again, and she calls upon the services of the Drifter and Eris Morn to show them that there's a pyramid ship on Europa. For those that don't know, Europa is where Exos come from, the Deepstone Crypt. And it was Enceladus, but I guess there will be an explanation on why the Deepstone Crypt is on Europa. Unless there's I don't know, there's probably like specific reasons for that, but we'll get into more detail when it actually happens. And they don't reveal exactly too much. They had like, you know, cool locations for Europa and everything. But then they showed off something that Neagle 9 actually talked about a little bit earlier, which was darkness subclasses. And they're also adding a new damage type, Stasis. Let's talk about that for a second.
Completely new damage type, which honestly isn't too new. But we've only ever seen enemies use it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking specifically about the Taken.
Exactly.
And, you know, various high-level Hive, Ascendant Hive, have used this kind of technology for a
10
very
a.m.
long time. And we're finally being able to use it. Like, the closest any human, any person in humanity's, like, you know, alliance has actually used it is Eris. And that was when she was touching the dais and, like, you know, interacting with the pyramid in, like, the deep interior of it.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, she's, like, our emissary, for lack of a better term.
Essentially.
When it comes to this kind of thing. But, yeah, it's been around since the Taken King, but we haven't been able to use it. I think the closest that we get is Malfeasance.
Yes.
But that's different. That's it's kind of a weird area. But yeah, I also did notice a couple of the exotic weapons that were being like hinted at.
Uh-huh.
Obviously there's the swords, which
Well,
I'm happy about.
Actually, the swords and stuff that was shown for season 11, homie.
I know, that's what I mean. That's like, okay, I need to keep a level head here, but
And the bow, the way the weapons look, fam. The bows, the freaking swords, bro.
no,
Bolt
dude,
caster,
dude,
dark drinker.
hold on, give me just 1 second to compose myself.
It's getting harder and harder, fam.
The animation for Dark Drinker, what was that like before?
It was the same, bro. That's it.
The fact that you do like a back.
Yeah,
like,
that's
flip
it.
on your back for a little
That's
bit.
exactly it.
Because I never got that sword. I don't think.
That's exactly
I chose,
it.
Bolt caster.
I remember very specifically you needed that for like well, it was a way to actually finish off Wrath of the Machine, Axis.
It was one of the best damage outputs.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because it just was a solid weapon all around.
Uh,
Its look has definitely changed.
Oh,
though,
100%.
because I don't remember that line in the middle.
No,
And
they're
for
definitely new
Boltcaster,
designs.
That was completely different.
They're definitely new designs.
Yeah. I will say, from the Taken King expansion, one of my favorite little bits within the Crucible was firing off Boltcaster, hearing it just go, and then hearing that ding as you get a kill. Because
Yes,
no one expects a ranged attack from a sword.
of course not.
Ever.
Of course not.
Even when you know there's a person with Black Talon on the field. It's just
Yeah.
like you don't expect it.
Oh,
It's
but
still a sword.
Bungie released the patch
So-
notes, so we can either continue talking about that or we can move on to this.
No, you're up.
Okay. Do you want to finish off what you were saying real quick, or?
Yeah, the fact that there's going to be various exotics that are now going to be focused on that damage type. They're probably going to be experimenting with it in this season. Possibly. I'm not sure. But that also invites the whole thing where, like, okay, now it's Solar, Void, Arc, and Stasis
Stasis. Chat.
as a subclass.
Stasis.
Because then we're going to be using those abilities, which means that there's going to be 3 new sub-tiers
Yep.
for that subclass.
That's exactly what that means.
And a whole bunch of, like, variability for gameplay now.
Mm-hmm.
So,
They are
yeah,
making it an MMO. I'm seeing it happen.
yeah, that's going to change a lot of things.
Very much so. All right, and with that, let's get reading. Building a viable future in Destiny 2. TLDR. Destiny 2 is too large to efficiently update and maintain. The size and complexity of the game are also contributing to more bugs and less innovation. Instead of building a Destiny 3 and leaving Destiny 2 behind, each year we are going to cycle older, less actively played content out of the live game and into what we're calling Destiny Content Vault, DCV. This will allow us to add to and support Destiny 2 for years, including the 3 new annual expansions we announced today, starting with Beyond Light this fall. Has it updated yet?
I'm trying.
Okay, yeah, let me know. We will bring back or unvault activity and destination content from the DC Vault to the DCV each year. Okay, so it is yearly. They're going to be cycling out like old content yearly. Unvaulting starts in Destiny 2 Year 4, with the Cosmodrome coming back from Destiny 1, as well as its 3 strikes and the return of Vault of Glass. Okay. So that means it's Vault of Glass,
Nope.
then Crota, then Taken King, it seems.
Yeah, it's not back up yet.
Okay. So that means that, like, if that's the case, what they're talking about here, if that's the case, then we're going to be getting, Vault of Glass Year 4,
And
Crota's End Year 5, and then Taken King Year 6. From what it seems.
Prison of Elders?
We're probably going to be getting Prison of Elders, and then probably going to be getting the Dreadnought.
Those halls again.
Oh yeah. The primary D2 content leaving the game and going into the vaults this fall are the destinations Mars, Io, Titan, Mercury, and Leviathan. That means that
All
wait,
the stuff that we saw in the trailer that was being hit by pyramids.
they're gonna be destroyed this season.
Possibly.
We thought it was just gonna be Titan. They're going after 4 planets.
No. Either they're going to be destroyed, or they're just going to be taken over.
That is true.
To whatever purpose they,
And I guess like they would, yeah, I guess that would make it like inaccessible.
Yeah.
Wow. There will be new ways to earn the exotics originally linked to content that has entered the DCV. When Beyond Light ships, the director will have the following destinations: Europa, Cosmodrome, Moon, Tangled Shore, Dreaming City, EDZ, and Nessus. Interesting choices. Yeah, interesting choices though.
Wait, Nessus isn't new.
Neither is the Dreaming City and Tangled Shore technically, I guess. But I like how they specifically mentioned the Dreaming City.
Nessus and the EDZ
are not
part
new.
of the original pack.
Yeah.
EDZ makes sense because it's part of Earth.
But why Nessus?
But Nessus?
Interesting. This approach allows us respond to player feedback more rapidly, enable more innovation, and will keep Destiny 2 and your characters thriving for years to come. More details to come soon and throughout the year. Building a viable future in Destiny 2. Earlier today, we laid out a vision for Destiny 2's future, built right inside of Destiny 2, a future where we maintain your characters, accounts, and continuity with our game systems, and build on each of them for years. This fall ushers in a new era in Destiny's journey, launching off a trilogy of expansions where your Guardian will explore the true nature of light and dark. Beyond Light 2020, The Witch Queen 2021, and Lightfall 2022. Put plainly, we're investing in Destiny 2 for years to come. But to continue your Guardian's journey and deliver on this roadmap, we need to make some changes to our ever-growing world so it can flourish. The limits of growth. Over the past couple of months, we've mentioned the problems that come with maintaining a game the size of Destiny 2, and we've said that it cannot grow infinitely. After 3 years of non-stop growth, the scope and complexity of Destiny 2 has ballooned to unprecedented scale. As of this writing, Destiny 2 features 9 destinations, the things that they said.
A lot of things. They have a lot of stuff.
There's a lot. The unrelenting growth has resulted in the game that requires downloads 115 gigabytes, all that stuff. They keep adding 25 gigabytes of content. I'm not going to go over the whole thing because they talked about this. If you want to read it, you can read it for yourself. Impact on the live game. Maintaining that much content in perpetuity slows down
perpetuity.
Yeah, slows down our ability to update the game with fresh experiences, reduces our ability to innovate, and delays our reaction to community feedback. The test surface alone is massive, to say nothing about how it impacts our designs, artists, and engineers trying to make cool new stuff every day under the weight of the crushing complexity of our scale. Unfortunately, it means that we sometimes ship content that does not meet the quality. Oh, yeah, I don't have to read that. Our ambitions is for Destiny 2 to be the best action MMO in the world, and that means being far more agile and nimble than we are today. But the simple fact is that our game size and complexity prevents us from improving Destiny as we and you would like it. The Destiny Content Vault. With Destiny 1, we solved the ever-expanding exponential complexity problem by making a sequel in Destiny 2. We left behind all Destiny 1's content and many of the features players grew to love. This is true, unfortunately. We believe now that it was a mistake, thank you, to create a situation that fractured the community, reset player progress, and set the player experience back in ways that took us a full year to recover from and repair. It's a mistake we don't want to repeat by making a Destiny 3. We don't believe a sequel is the right direction for the game, and for the past 2 years, we have been investing all of our development and effort into new content, gameplay, and new engine features that directly support a single evolving world in Destiny 2. To create a sustainable ecosystem where the world can continue to evolve in exciting ways and where we can update the game more quickly, we're going to adopt a new content model that we're calling the Destiny Content Vault. Each year, usually at the expansion boundaries, we will cycle some destinations and activity content out of the game and into the vault to make room for new experiences. The first cycle of content is going into the fall begins this fall, with the appearance of pyramid ships in Season of Arrivals and Beyond Light expansion, which we revealed today. Those events will usher in dramatic changes to the Destiny universe, affecting characters, destinations, and guardians for years to come. Which I figured that was going to be the reason. It's the pyramid ships and all that, like we talked about. To set a new maintainable foundation for the game this fall, and to create room for Beyond Light and the future roadmap. The first Destiny 2 deposit into the DCV will be larger than those to come in the future. Oh, it's not going to be that big every single time. Interesting. Curating the vaults. Content that goes into the Destiny community content vault may return in the future, altered if necessary, to fit the new state of the universe. Furthermore, we consider all Destiny 1 and 2 destinations and activities part of the new DCV, and we're going to be pulling from that archive, revisiting some of the most interesting places in Destiny's history from now onwards. It's why the original Destiny 1 raid, Vault of Glass, will be returning to Destiny 2 in Year 4. Going forward, our explicit goal will be to try to keep the scope and scale of Destiny 2 at relatively consistent size in order to increase our agility and to be able to properly support and maintain the game. Over the course of each year, the game's content scope will grow as we add new destinations and activities in our expansions and seasons. As we approach the next season expansion, another cycle of content will go into the DCV to make way for a new influx of destinations and activities. We will always do our best to give early notice of what's being cycled into the DCV to help you and your friends plan around how you want to complete your collections and build up your account before the new Destiny year starts. This vast majority of content we choose to vault will also be from destinations and activities that have been free for all players for several months prior to their departure. Okay, so it's not like random crap. So, for example, the Curse of Osiris campaign, which has been free since Shadowkeep, launched in October 2019, and part of Destiny 2 experience since December 2017, will go in the DCV later this year. Curse of Osiris is gone. You can hear everybody clapping.
Yeah, because no one cared about it.
It was a trash expansion. Let's be real.
No one cared about it.
Yeah. Year 4 Destiny content preview. Here's an early preview of some of what's going into DCV and what's returning in Year 4. Returning from the DCV on September 22nd, 2020, Cosmodrome as a selectable explorable destination, but not yet at fully Destiny 1 parity on September 2020. I mean 22nd. I'm sorry. Notes, we're looking to leverage Cosmodrome's initial return to expand the new Guardian origin story to the world of Destiny. Veteran players will be able to experience that story as well. Cool. Cosmodrome's Will of Crota Strike will also be added to the Strikes playlist for all players.
Oh no.
Yes.
No.
Omnigul! Yes! During Season 13, Cosmodrome will be fleshed out to roughly Destiny 1 Year 1 parity. Cosmodrome's The Devil's Lair and Fallen Saber strikes to return. Yes. Fallen Saber was a cool strike.
That was nuts.
During Year 4, Destiny 1's first raid, Vault of Glass, returns. Oh, they showed the new map. Hold on, before I fully scroll down there. On September 22nd, 2020, Io, Titan, Mercury, Mars, and Leviathan will be cycled out and no longer be accessible. This includes all PvE activities, including campaigns on those destinations. Here's the new map. This is what we're gonna see in September. Europa, Nessus, Vanguard, Gambit, Crucible, Moon, Dreaming City, Tangled Shore, EDZ, Cosmodrome, the Tower.
Okay, so the Gambit is still there.
Gambit's still there.
Huh.
For those that were thinking Gambit's going to disappear, Gambit is definitely still there. EDZ, Cosmodrome. Other key Year 4 details, there will be 3 raids playable this fall, including a new one set in the Deepstone Crypt on Europa. There will be new ways to earn exotics, originally tied to destinations and activities, activity content that have entered the Destiny content vault. Available strikes will be based on a pool of possible strikes from active destinations. When a destination goes into...
Pause. Destiny 2 is temporarily at capacity. You will join the game in the order... Okay. You will join the game in the order in which you connected. Okay, that was a little bit... for more information, visit Bungie.
Okay.
So yeah, it is...
Everybody's trying to get in. Everybody's hyped. Everybody's trying to get in. Anyway, so I'll just continue reading then. Yeah. That means we have a lot more time to talk. So available strikes will be based on a pool of strikes from active destinations. When a destination goes into the vault, so too will its strikes. The PvP map playlist will remain a curated best of mixture of maps from Destiny 1 and 2. That means they're going to be adding a lot more Destiny 1 maps. Hopefully, the best of. So that means it's not all of them, it's the fun ones. Should be interesting.
Remembering that one Mars map.
Mm-hmm. Gambit and Gambit Prime are being merged into a single mode.
Server's not available.
So, okay, listen. Gambit and Gambit Prime are being merged into a single mode with their original armor values available to earn from the Drifter.
Okay.
So that means that solves the issue of the Gambit Prime armor.
Yeah.
I figured that was going to be happening. Honestly.
Yeah.
Like, if you really think about it, people played Gambit Prime more than regular Gambit.
Yeah.
And, like...
Yeah, it was just, like, too much.
Yeah, it was too much. Anyway, to be clear, the DCV does not apply to any weapon and armor in player's inventory or vault. The DCV is about activities and destinations. We know you will have a lot of questions about how these will work. We will share more updates about our content plans throughout the summer. This includes a detailed overview of everything changing via patch notes, extensive DPS articles that will help break down what's changing and when, as well as lots of opportunities for you to ask us questions along the way. Good. They're being more open and transparent. Yes, Bungie.
Yeah, they kept their cards close to the chest for now.
And now they're
laying them on the
laying
table.
them all out. Every single one. A new beginning. This fall, we will begin delivering on the future of Destiny by making way for new adventures, locals, and stories dreamed up by our creative team, and forging the true ever-evolving world that it was always meant to be. These changes allow us the freedom to finally weave an overall experience for the Destiny universe that can truly live, starting with Beyond Light. Yes! We can now fit puzzle pieces we haven't been able to pick up since the beginning of the original Destiny, yes, including the true nature of the darkness and light, and how such power will change you as a guardian. We can now bring some of the greatest experiences in Destiny to the forefront of the current game alongside new ones to come. The past 6 years, we've seen Destiny Universe grow and our community along with it. We want our quality of service to grow in kind, to be able to react to community feedback quicker, to innovate more often, and to continue to tell new stories with your characters. We're excited to continue the journey with you. And no, that's not it. They released another thing. Destiny Past, Present, and Future. June 9 was host to a bunch of announcements and conversations about Destiny 2. We have new content you can play right now, and we're looking out years into the future at where our journey will lead us. All of this has been informed by where we've been on this adventure in years past. If you missed any of it, here's the full rundown. So, Bri, since you missed it, you can watch everything that we've seen. Beyond Light trailer, the gameplay, Season of Arrivals trailer, and the Prophecy Dungeon. More info and stuff like that. I'm going to click on the Beyond Light article. Okay, here we go. Giving us the rundown. I want to know how much it is to pre-order. That's probably not up yet. No, it's not up yet. Let's scroll down for Season of Arrivals. Page not found yet. Okay. Bungie's basically like they're they're going through right now. So that's all the things that we can exactly talk about. I'm gonna update my game. It says you're in orbit.
I most certainly am not.
Are you like in queue?
Well, I just clicked the button again to try to get back into queue.
Okay. Yeah. Once I update, I'm just gonna get in queue. That'll give us time to like refill up on water, drink water, go to the bathroom. Today's a big content day.
So, my thinking for all this is that they have a lot of stuff, but they're stringing it along over a longer period of time.
Yes. I think that like whatever was planned for Destiny 3, those 3 expansions, I think that's what was planned for Destiny 3.
Yeah. Maybe they realize they don't have the resources to actually do a Destiny 3.
Yeah, to do a complete remake.
Yeah.
So now it's actually becoming an MMO in every sense of the word.
Indeed.
Retiring gear, and evolving worlds, getting rid of destinations. My thoughts, right off the bat, everything is looking, on paper, everything is looking really good for Bungie and Destiny as a whole. On paper specifically, everything is looking phenomenal. I'm impressed.
Yeah. They have some very juicy bait out there.
Like I said, I'm impressed.
Destiny 2 servers are not available. Error.
I guess we keep trying. I would just spam it until one of us gets in.
Yeah, I'm actually redoing the whole thing.
Yeah. So yeah, like right off the bat, everything sounds and looks really good. The glitz and glamour are very bright and shiny.
I got preparing to launch, updating.
Sick. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm updating right now. Well, the Steam client's updating, but yeah, the glitz and glamour looks very shiny. On paper, everything seems really cool. On paper, everything seems really story driven, and it's all. Thank you for the bits. It's all very much hype. Very much hype.
Yeah. Now we just need to figure out the how.
Yes, and also like what things are going to be changing along the lines. Of course, they're going to be talking about more of that in the coming This Week at Bungie's, which will become a mainstay for this channel for a good while now.
It's not exactly about the what anymore. They've revealed.
We know what they're doing now. They're going to be talking about a lot of what's in the coming future.
The how that I'm more entranced by. Like how are they going to be giving us this new content? How is it going to be delivered in game as opposed to
story-wise,
lore tabs and stuff?
Yeah.
No, like the lore tabs specifically, because we know that the story has been driven by the lore tabs almost exclusively since the very onset of stuff.
Right.
Very rarely do we actually get a story that is driven through gameplay.
True. It seems like we're going to be getting a lot of that.
So yeah, I mean that's kind of like the roots of all this, which a lot of people bemoan, but lore fanatics like us just love.
Yeah, and it seems like the lore is finally going to be put like into like the playable story, from what it seems.
Hopefully.
I mean, they're mentioning the Deepstone Crypt and all that, like.
Yeah, they directly referenced it. Yeah.
And then there's a raid in the Deepstone Crypt, like. Bro, next year's about to be fire. I don't care what nobody says. Of course, we gotta play it, but like I said, everything on paper.
How well this season goes.
This season's looking pretty nice, from trailers anyway. All right, I'm loading up the game.
I'm still updating.
Okay.
Actually, I'm just gonna click this little thing to launch game as soon as